Good morning, everyone. Welcome to aromaG's free tarot readings on this wonderful Thursday. I already have a super chat, which I'm really excited to get to, Mr. Willie D. I hope that you are still with us. But before I even get started with Willie, I would like to always pull a card of the day to see what the energy's at, see how one's feeling. So the card I have is, this is Babaluaye. And this is a card of healing. This means that we need to be making sure that we are removing any negativities from our life. We are, because any negative energy we're taking in does affect us physically. So if anyone is getting sick, or just be careful, there's also sick season. A lot of people are coming down with some colds. Just making sure that we're doing all the protective stuff, to washing our hands, to saging our space, to just going that extra step to make sure our mind, body, and spirit are being cleansed and being healthy. But since I already have a super chat, Willie D, and I've been thinking about this since I saw it earlier today, your question is, I have failed at yet another romantic relationship. What does the card say about my involvement in my relationships that recently ended? Good question. This seems like one, I want to acknowledge that you are very self-aware, that maybe there's something on your end that you need to be working on. So let's see what the cards say. I'm going to pull a couple. And I definitely see a lot of, okay, so you have the Knight, all of the cards I just pulled for you are reversed, meaning there's a lot of blockages on your end. So the first one is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And I'm using the Mythic Tarot deck, by the way. This shows that you're not really paying attention to actual maybe issues with the other person that you're dating. Like you're so hoping to fall in love or things are going to work out that there's like actual present things or practical things that are not in alignment with what you really need in a relationship, and nor are you communicating them. So that's number one. Two, you have the world reverse. So this also means that there are things within yourself that you need to change. And this, with the Knight of Pentacles and the world reverse, you're kind of going in a cycle. Like you're not seeing the patterns of maybe the partners you're choosing, or maybe behaviors that you're actually participating in that cause friction in the relationship. You keep on bringing the same old traumas to new relationships and you're expecting a different outcome. Ten of Wands also shows that you suffer, or during this time in your life, you may have a lot of anxieties that aren't being dealt with. This is, maybe even relationship traumas that are causing these anxieties. And instead of kind of like diving deep or kind of going through counseling, you keep ignoring them or pushing them down. So that, and then they have the Page of Cups, where to me it's like you're looking in love in all the wrong places, or you're just, I don't want to say desperate, you're so in wanting of a relationship instead of maybe having and not doing any healing on your end. That's why the relationship problems keep happening to you. You're just repeating cycles over and over again. Same different people, same problems that just keep going on and on. The way to get out of this is to really, like I said earlier, the cleansing and removing and healing. You require a lot of rest and a lot of healing. This is the Four of Cups. And this is to contemplate and go over, where have you hurt? Where are your pains at? And what are being triggered when you're in a relationship within those pains? So when someone's like not communicating the way you need, or when you don't feel like you're being heard, how do you react? And maybe you need to change how you are, one, reacting to it, two, letting those people know that, hey, I have a problem with this, in a different manner. Because I do think the way that maybe things are being verbalized gets lost if you're like emotion. And we're all get emotional, so especially when you're in a state of like, oh, I'm not being heard. So you kind of yell or scream. How can you say that to that person or your partner, but so they hear it and they can receive that message? And also the same for you. I do feel like a lot of people are trying to tell you things or being direct with you, but you may take it too personally, or you're not listening. You just assume that they, like they have to conform or bend to your will or needs. It does seem that you are on a path of like kind of a self journey or kind of self-awareness. So this is really positive thing to me. And when you have to like pull yourself back from relationships and look within yourself, because the more you focus on yourself, the more you love yourself, that's energy is going to exude out to where others will see that and the right people will come your way. I do believe that you, again, are fishing in a pool that's not right for you. I hope this helped. Thank you so much, Willie, for that super chat, by the way. And hopefully this helps and gives you some more clarity. All right, so I'm going to get to some other questions. Okay, Brandy, is there a message from my ancestors? Well, always. Let's see, Brandy Wilbur. So I'm going to move this over here. Let's see. Your ancestors want you to know, Miss Brandy. decisions. So this card just popped up. I'm going to pull another one. So this is a Two of Swords, meaning you're, whatever decision you're trying to make right now, or if you're in a crossroads or an area where you're not sure, should I do this? Should I do that? Now's not the time to react. Now is the time to be really reflective and review and think about the course of both actions. Make it like almost a pro-con list, I want to say. The next one is the Knight of Wands. So this is also telling me that whatever area in life that this decision needs to be made, follow your passion. Don't follow the money, follow your passion. See like what inspires you the most. So if it's between two people or two jobs, or you want to move, like what, when you think about that other option, what's like excites you the most? And that's what your ancestors want you to know. So hopefully that gives you some clarity about what you should be doing. Valerie, any messages for today? Well, there's always messages. So let's see what we got for today, Miss Valerie. For you, we have the Shango card, which is all badassery. Stay strong, be safe, set incredible boundaries at this time in your life right now. And you may be doing that already, but that just is a confirmation to continue to set those boundaries and to continue to speak your mind and be very direct. This isn't the time to like be, I don't want to say not be quiet, but to walk around issues. If there's an issue, think about it. What's the best course of action? And always like, if there's an issue, follow it up with a solution, problem solving. So don't get stuck just on the problem. But this is a very like good card, very strong. You are a strong person, and just to continue on that strength. That is for Valerie. Keith Jackson, what does my spirit guides want me to know? Let's see. Keith. So this is a 10 of Wands. This is reversed. So whatever it is you're going through right now, it is going to be fading. The anxieties aren't as strong as they used to be. So that's a really good sign. But it also means that whatever you're worried about, there might be other distractions that, like, I call it low-hanging fruit, where it's not really worth your energy. So making sure that like, if there are any worries or anxieties, those things are actually like things you can control or not control. What deserves your attention? Always be present in the moment. So if it's something that's like super far away or you don't even know, let that go right now, because there's a lot of things in the present moment right now that need you're focusing on. Okay, Miss Valerie. Any messages for me today? Yes, there's always messages. Did I already do them? No, yeah. Oh, I did, yeah. So Valerie, I got you twice. So I got that one. Magic flies. Could I get a general card for the weekend? Yes, absolutely. Moon. I love this card. So not everything is as it appears, but I love the moon card. And this is the way I interpret it is slightly different than others, because the moon casts light upon darkness. So if there's something that you've been hiding or you feel like you're unsure about, that this weekend is going to bring more clarity to that. So just pay attention to what if you have any worries, like this might happen, like I think the answers will kind of come through. And not to listen to your head so much. Sometimes our head creates a lot of noise and doesn't allow us to listen to our gut and to our heart. So when your heart will kind of let you know this is right for you, this is not right for you. But the moon brings, and if you're going through a tough time right now, if there's like some darkness in your light, it will kind of come out of that. But always remember to follow the light. The moon card to me is very positive. Even though a lot of people think it's something mysterious and there's a lot of things hidden, the moon illuminates in the darkness. So I like this. Just so shine today, or shine this weekend too. All right, that's from Magic Flies. Okay, Susan Barnes. I just fired someone for being racist. Will she bother my business? Wow, that is crazy. That's a good question. Let's see. You just fired someone for being racist. Will she bother my business? Will she still bother my business? So do you have the 9 of Wands? This is, I think, one, you need to know you did the right thing. Two, it's not going to be like so much in your face, and I wouldn't hold too much worries about it. Some people, when they get called out, they kind of go in hiding and they don't really like to be faced with that. So I don't think this person's going to be like, oh, you're right, I'm a racist. They're kind of licking their wounds at this point. They might do some like, I don't know what I'm picking up, like social media or some. So just like look out for that, for like comments and stuff. But I do think this person knows that what they did was wrong. And so they're kind of like licking their wounds. But still be on the lookout for the I don't know, I just want to say social media or the gossiping, but that's not anything that's really going to last, because this person might just make up a story to make herself look better or them look better. Sharon, are there any is there any message from my mother approaching the anniversary of her death? Oh, let me get these cards then. So I like to use different cards for different ones. I'm gonna use African American. Oh, 4 wands. One, she's definitely watching over you. I love this card, Sharon. This means, one, she's very happy, content. She loves what you're doing in your life too, and just almost to keep on going. But I would say honor her and celebrate her this weekend. On one of her death date is, I definitely think it's, she wants a candle. She wants to make sure that you're celebrating her life, not so much while there is that grieving period. It's like, remember, she's more than just her death. Like, celebrate her life. And all the good times you guys had together. This is a very happy card. And she's also, looking over you every day. So if you don't already work with her, or if you don't have an ancestor altar, I would definitely, this is a sign to kind of start that up. Just to, honor that person, give her a little beacon to be next to you. But she's happy. Definitely celebrate her though this weekend. Celebrate her death day. Which I know sounds crazy, but it does honor those who've passed in a different way instead of like being sad about it. Morgan, is there anything my spirit guides want me to know? Well, let's see. I'm going to do this deck here. This is the Knight. So I'm using the Black Cat Tarot. This is the Knight of Swords. Very powerful card. So whatever it is you're going through, you need to keep your head down, mouth shut, and stay strong. This is a sign that you are very intelligent and very resourceful. And people are attracted to you, and especially with your words. So whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it with like that kind of motivation or fervor, I want to say. And that's, just keep going. There's something toward the end or coming to this journey for you. If also making sure you're setting boundaries with people and you're not getting taken advantage of with people, because they will listen, but you're in a good spot right now to be very direct, very, how can I say this? Yeah. Setting your boundaries, saying no without feeling guilty. That's from Morgan. Okay. Ooh, okay. Alma Renee. Why? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that I messed that up. Your name. Hello, beautiful. Can I get a card reading? Should I be worried about my son Asher? Well, let's see. Asher. Okay, so 4 of Cups reverse. This is there's something going on with him, and it is, I'm not going to say solved by some healing, but getting some emotional help or getting him to talk and feeling safe in that environment is very important right now. I'm not sure if I do get a sense he might be like misunderstood or does not know how to express his feelings emotionally. Like, he might not be emotionally intelligent enough, which most children are, to understand whatever is going on in the inside. So making him feel safe to kind of let it all out, even if it sounds crazy or if it's like concerning. I do feel like he's holding a lot in and is not allowing it to be released, be fear of judgment, or I would encourage him that like just compassion and nurturing is the way to go. Whether or not you like what you're hearing, he needs someone to feel like he's safe with the emotions that he's going through. I do feel like there is some stuff going on. And if you feel like you aren't that person, maybe a counselor at this time would be helpful. I just feel like he's not someone that's able to really talk about what is going on because he doesn't understand fully. So he might be acting out aggressively or through his actions, just because he's like, I don't know what sadness is, but he's feeling it. So he's like putting it out there. But he just wants to feel safe. So I would, kind of create an environment where he feels safe to kind of discuss, and you might have to pull those questions out of him. All right, Randy Comer. May I have a card, please? Yes. 2 of Wands. Oh, sorry. 2 of Wands. I'm using the Mythic Tarot. 2 of Wands. This is a great card. This is showing that you got something going on, like an idea that you've been thinking about, maybe a passion project or maybe a new course of action in your career or even traveling. I would say continue investigating this and continue going on that feeling. If it's like something that excites you, continue on with that, because it's a good sign that universe wants you to achieve whatever goal it is that you want. Magic and mantra. Hi, is there anything I should be focusing on at this time? Absolutely. Let's see. Magic and mantra. Sorry. 7 of Cups. Well, you have a lot of things that you think you need to be focusing on right now. And I don't think a lot of them are worthy of the attention. I do think I'm going to pull one more card just because the 7 of Cups doesn't really, I think you are slightly distracted by certain issues, or maybe other people are bringing a lot of issues into your life, or like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this, got to do this, but none of them are really that important for you right now. I do think what's important for you is to kind of get your strength back. There's almost like you're getting pulled in a lot of directions and you don't feel stable. So until you can't help others without taking care of yourself first. So even if that means saying no, you need to rest. I feel like a lot of sleep or something needs to happen, or even your health. But before you make any decisions, check in with yourself, making sure that when you make those decisions, you have a clear head, you're rested, you've been well fed, you've cleansed yourself spiritually. Because I do think a lot of these things are not worth your time, whether or not you want to be, people might put a lot of problems on you, but they're really not all yours. So I'm just putting that out there. Bernice, can I have a general card, please? Absolutely. Let's do my Tarot of the Orishas. General card, Ugon. But he is reversed. So we need this. This is for Bernice. Making sure, this is kind of similar to the last one I just pulled, making sure that you are not getting distracted by other people's stuff or like low-hanging fruit kind of distractions, and you are focusing on being present and what is like right in front of you. I do think like there's been things have been miscommunicated or not being like said to you, or you're not saying something correctly, or you're not being heard. So making sure that you're speaking with like a grounding sense. You're coming, like, you're not like reacting, you're coming from a place from contemplation, reflection, and hey, I don't like this, I do want this, but your boundaries are also being pushed by others. And so you're making sure that you are really, really letting people know you're not ready to answer that question, you're not ready to talk about this right now, but you are going to reflect on it and give him another time. But yeah, he's reversed, so he's not somebody that, this does make you maybe emotionally upset too, but this is just because a lot of people have been taking advantage of you, I feel like. I don't know. Yeah. Quiet Cherie. Can I have a general card? Absolutely. Yentha. There's a lot of reverse cards going on. So this is Oya, and this is a tarot deck of the Orishas. Again, I do think a lot of people are getting pulled in many different directions right now. I don't know what that is about, but if you are feeling unstable, or there's like a lot of instability around you, whether it's not yours, you need to step away from that 100%. Like if anything makes you feel drained, or you're around a lot of energy vampires, or you're putting way more like energy just to be out, you need to say, I need to go home today. I need to sleep. Even if like you're sick and you're like still working, you need to like rest your body, because there's a lot of distractions that while they're outside, they're now coming into your head and you're getting overwhelmed by it. So stop. I don't think a lot of these things are going to be solved in a mindset that if you're rushed or you're kind of reacting is not stable for you. So making sure that you're setting those boundaries. There's a lot of boundary setting going on today, which is, 'tis the season. We're going to holiday season. Things are crazy. People are worried about money. So I didn't use quiet. Sorry. Okay. Dark Angel 78. Does my husband, who passed untimely in 2019, know that I do love him? I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Does my husband, who passed away untimely 2019, know I love him? Well, I want to say yes. He's 100%. I mean, this is the World card. He's literally watching over you. So not only does he know that he loves you, but that you love him, he is still watching over you. And if you don't talk to him, I encourage you kind of like talking to him. I do want to say that I feel like he has been like leaving hints or subtle messages to you during this time, but you have not been listening, or maybe you just need that confirmation, like, yeah, that is him. I don't know what that means, but like if you've been worried or overthinking it, like he's been here watching over you this whole time, and he's just a phone call away. I like to say, just talk to him. He's right there. And the love is real. He's actually wanting the world for you. And so whatever this, making sure that you're continuing on in your life and you're succeeding in whatever it is you're doing. That's for Dark Angel 78. Latanya. Well, hi. will everything work out for me in my relationship will everything work out for me in my relationship in a good way? Let's see. This is Latanya. Okay, I do have a speaker chat. 5 of Wands. Yes, but you worry a lot. So let it, don't jump to conclusions too quickly and wait and see. I do think that relationships are and communicate. Even if like you want to sound like you think it sounds crazy, let this person know if you have any issues instead of holding it in, so you guys can solve these problems. Problem solving. But don't jump to conclusions too quickly either. Kind of wait, let that person kind of I don't know, people grow and change and everyone comes with their own issues. So don't be too judgmental as well. Okay, so I do have a super chat, I think. Okay, from Harmony. So I'm going to do this one because it's already 10:50. Oh, she gave me a sticker. So maybe not. Okay, sorry. Oh, yes, Harmony. Okay. How to communicate to my soon-to-be ex-husband this weekend when he's in town? Very good question, Harmony. How to communicate? I don't. 8 of Wands. So you already know that this is a hot subject for you. It's maybe touchy. Maybe he does things that are very triggering for you, or you're just easily triggered by him. So make sure that you are in a place where you're kind of like stoic, and you're not reacting to anything that he's doing, and don't over assume things. It's almost kind of keep it like plain and simple. I don't know if you guys are planning on seeing each other or there's like some event that you have to go to. But he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to try to stir stuff up. But like, I think you guys are both in a point of like, I swear to God, if this person does this, I'm going to say something. Don't fall into it. You already know how he is. You already know all his traps. And you also know that he knows how to poke you. So don't fall for that. If you're worried about that. And if you should be able to see this a mile coming. If he's starting to like instigate or do anything negative, you got to step away. You can say something nicely like, hey, I don't appreciate that. And if he doesn't listen, then you just block him or back off. Do not start any negativity with that. Okay, I'm going to do one more because I missed a couple. So I have Latanya. And I'm going to do Saint Jane. May I have a card? Would like to know what is in store for me coming month at workplace. Yes, it's December. Saint Jane. 9 of Wands, 9 of Fire. 1, it's not going to be as stressful as you think it is. Also ask for help for work. Do not carry on this burden, whatever. Don't do everything on your own, making sure that you are asking for help and then you are asking the right questions about assignments or projects that need to be done, that you're getting all the details. That's something that is, I'm going to do it myself because I don't want people to think I'm weak or any of that mentality. This is a time to kind of be like a team player and making sure all the questions are being answered and asked. And, one, I want you to know that the people around you like you. So, not to stress out about that. Yeah. So that is going to be my last reading. Thank you everyone for coming today. And we'll be back again on tomorrow at 10:30. Have a nice day and good luck, everyone. Bye.